Okay, guys. Just to introduce myself, my name is Joshua. I'm the content and marketing manager here at StartupBlink. Ellie, our CEO, you may be familiar with him if you've come to the pitching webinar previously. Currently, he's in the desert, so he's not going to be attending me today. So I'm taking over. Just to let you know a little bit more about the pitching webinar. So it's a weekly event. Excuse me. So it's a weekly event. Please come every week if you'd like. You're very welcome to. But you need to register again via the website, which we'll put onto the chat later on. And the goal really is to help you improve your pitch by getting feedback from fellow entrepreneurs and fellow ecosystem developers, and it's a unique opportunity to do that. It's very interactive, so the feedback that you give to other entrepreneurs and other pitchers on the chat is extremely valuable to them, so please do. And there's going to be a 4-minute limit. So the idea behind this is that this is going to be your elevator pitch. So of course, more than 4 minutes, you can describe most concepts and most businesses, good ones at least, can be described within 4 minutes. So please do, when you're making your pitch, please specify the target. So who you're currently pitching to, whether that's an investor, a client. Please let us know so we kind of understand the context of how you're pitching. Please do, for those of you who are pitching, ask one question via poll on Zoom as well, if you want some kind of specific feedback. And there's no need to, once you get feedback from the people who are watching your pitch, there's no need to reply to comments. There's not really the time for that. And also, it's not the case. It's not the reason we do this is not so that you can be necessarily defensive about your idea, but that you can take the tips from other entrepreneurs in order to help you improve your next pitch. And what we'll do at the end is take a poll of the best pitch of the night, and that way we can feature you in our newsletter and social media, which goes to over 50,000 of the members of our community. And please do stay to the end so that you're able to vote on the winner. So the first person that's going to be pitching tonight is Sriram, and I believe it's a company called AlwaysFull. So Sriram, I will let you know. I'm going to bring you in, and once you're ready,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is there a way for me to share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. There should be. Can you let me just? I'm going to promote you to panelist, and you should be able to do it from there. Are you able to share now? Hi, Ram. Are you able to share?
One second. Maybe my mistake. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I think I have everything here. Host has disabled screen sharing. So maybe you'll have to let me screen sharing as well.
Bear with me a second.
Sure. Okay, I think I can do that now. Entire screen share. I'm going to, okay, my video. Do you see my video?
I do. Yeah, I can see myself.
Yourself. Okay, perfect. Okay. Tell me when you can see my screen, and then I can get started.
All good. Can see it. Yeah,
you can see
go
the
ahead.
screen?
Yeah, the floor is yours.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is Ram. This is going to be a pitch for investors in terms of the target audience, like what Josh was asking. So here I go. Hello, everyone. I am Sriram, founder of AlwaysFull. My company is developing a consumer engagement and data analytics platform and product that helps restaurants and small businesses control labor costs, gain insights from their customers, and enable friction-free commerce from virtual engagements, facial and expression recognition, contactless payments, and customer CRM. Of the many challenges that a restaurant face, the biggest challenge that they are facing today are prime cost, a high prime cost, where you have to pay your labor force whether a guest walks in or not into a restaurant, a high turnover rate, which leads to expensive training and inconsistent guest experience. Additionally, they face the challenge of attracting new customers and spend too much on ads and responding to disgruntled guests on social media platforms. At AlwaysFull, we solve these problems using technology and data. Our value is in empowering the restaurants by providing them the ability to scale staff on demand, thus reducing expensive labor costs. We enable restaurant staff to virtually engage with their guests while they are at the table, thus providing a consistent guest experience. Additionally, our solution enables restaurants to collect credit card and contactless payment at the table and also enables them to collect feedback and loyalty information from their guests. Our solution includes a kiosk installed at each table that detects table occupancy and accordingly scales virtual staff. The staff has the ability to suggest and show menu, take order, accept payments, and collect feedback from the guests. Our business, our business model is a combination of initial setup followed by monthly subscriptions for kiosks and a 10% commission for the labor force. Our go-to-market channel are a combination of word of mouth, social media marketing, and field sales. Our initial target is going to be restaurants. Given that our solution is plug and play, we plan to add or delete features to support the same solution for other verticals like enterprises, high traffic businesses like airports, malls, etc. Today, there are a few competitors who are in the pay at the table solution space and a few who are in the feedback collection vertical. Our solution differs in the ability to these and additionally be able to control labor costs and gain customer insights. Today, my team includes me, an intern, and a couple of contractors and freelancers. I have a wide network of experts who complement me in my abilities and are ready to join me once I have the funding. I am looking for a $3,000 investment, which will enable the company to further improve the solution and scale the number of kiosks to reach 10,000 active users in 12 months. Currently, we have a couple of small businesses that are using and a restaurant chain that is in the process of piloting the solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ram. It's good, very rapid to the point presentation. Very good. I'm going to open up the floor. So the first question I'm going to ask via poll to attendees is, was it clear for them? At the moment, so you've currently got the service, your product into a couple of restaurants. Could you let us know a little bit more about that? How you were able to find your first? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How you were able to find the first couple of restaurants to use your service and how that's going so far?
So we initially had a couple of businesses who were using it. I had one restaurant that I had been in touch before the COVID situation. Once we had the COVID situation, it became even more imperative for them to start opening businesses and allow customers to walk in. The challenge that they were facing is that customers are not willing to come into a restaurant unless there is some way we can have social distancing. And this product of ours enabled that. The product initially was more along customer insights and payments. And given COVID-19, we pivoted the product to also enable a face-to-face video conferencing, as well as this dynamic scaling of staff. Their biggest pain point was about staff and labor costs, because no matter whether a guest walks into a restaurant or not, you are paying those 10 employees. So what this allowed was the ability to scale staff and keep them at one when there is nobody at the restaurant, and scale them to whatever number they wanted at a dynamic pace. And that we worked them, that was their pain point, and certainly helped them in that.
Yeah, and I do believe my father actually works in the catering industry. I do believe that's a serious issue. Is over having staff there when there's just not the customers. So that's something I believe is a real issue. Something that is addressing. One question from one of our attendees is, how does your product scale the staff? And he goes on to elaborate, or he or she goes on to elaborate. I imagine the staff won't like their schedules and salary dictated by an app. So have you found in your prototype or your attempt so far that there's been any difficulties from staff, or they've disliked it in some way?
Oh, as far as ultimately, it's the restaurant who want to keep track or who want to maintain their prime cost and see how their prime cost is basically labor and whatever inventory. So inventory, they have control over how much to do, but labor cost is where they have a challenge. What our product does is a combination of facial recognition at the tables, so that you know which one of those tables are occupied, and then scale employees accordingly. So as far as the restaurant is concerned, it could either be their own staff who caters to these customers, or it could be a totally outsourced solution where, if you think about a restaurant chain, they can have one single source, which is much more inexpensive, and where they can scale the number of staff they want to scale to. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. The poll of whether it was a clear pitch or not came back 50-50. So out of the 8 participants that responded, 4 said yes, it was very clear, and 4 said so-so. So not totally unclear, but they understood in a roundabout way. If anybody would like to elaborate on that so-so-ness in the comments, please do. Yeah, please do, and please give Ram some feedback. And just a little bit more. Currently, you're looking for investment as well. That's the main purpose of your pitch currently.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Thank you very much, Ram.
Thank you.
We'll move on to our next pitch. We have quite a lot of people here today, but no one's mentioned on the Q&A if they would like to pitch or not. I do believe that signing up, we had Tasha from Droro and Subransu from Voen, who wanted to pitch today. So if you guys are here, please let me know via Q&A, or if anyone else would like to pitch, so if you maybe didn't plan to come here to pitch, but if you feel like doing so, we're a safe space, a really good opportunity for you guys to get value feedback. Please do mention on the Q&A, and we can come back to pitch. Okay, hi guys. So no one's come back saying that they want to pitch yet. I'll give it another couple of minutes, because I'm sure some people out there are thinking, "Oh, should I? Should I not?" But in my opinion, I think you should. Like I say, it's a really good opportunity to get some valued feedback. And if not, Ram, by default, you've won this evening. Just give it 2 minutes. See if anyone comes back. Hi, so we have a nominee. Someone else is going to pitch, Merav Tal. So bear with me a second. I'm just going to give you access. Hi, Merav. Hi, Merav. Are you able to speak? Hi.
Hi.
There we go.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Just a minute. I can't see the tab. I'm here of the meeting. Just a minute. Strange.
Just while we're waiting, guys, if anyone else would like to pitch, the Q&A is still open. Please do send me a message via that if you'd like to pitch after Merav.
Just a minute. I don't see the video, the screen that you are. I don't see you. Strange.
I'm not sure. You should be able to share your screen and.
Yeah, I don't see for some reason the tab of the meeting of this meeting.
Yeah.
Actually, I can. Just a minute. Oh, okay. Now I see. Yes. Okay. Screenshot. Okay. Do you see me? Do you see the screen?
No. We can't see your screen, but
you disable me. You disable me. You need to enable me again. Yes.
There we go.
Hi.
That should work. There we are.
Hi to everybody. I will share my screen. No, disable. I cannot share my screen. I see that I'm disabled. Host disable. Participate screen sharing.
Apologies. I'm still getting used to this. 1 second.
Yeah, in the list of people.
You should be able to do it from here. Will you be able to press share screen at the bottom?
I'm pressing the red one, and it said to me, "Host disabled, participate screen sharing."
Apologies. That should be. You should be able to do it now. Just change the.
Yes.
Access.
Now it's okay. Okay.
There we go.
So yeah. So I didn't planning to speak today, but I will do that anyway. So actually, I spoke in the past on this meeting. I came here only to help other people to speak, but because we have time. So I will start now. 3 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes starts now.
4 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. So my name is Merav, and I'm the founders of MyBenefitz. MyBenefitz is a mobile application for loyalty customers of SMBs that unifies and maintains a loyalty program for small and mid-sized businesses. What the challenge is that most of the customers have difficulties to manage those scars, most of the loyalty customers of SMBs, they forget those cards at home, which I mean card, I mean like punch card or a charge card. Those customers forget those cards at home, don't remember how much money they have in the chart, don't remember how much funds. So MyBenefit will help them to manage and maintain all the loyalty program, as I said, like card, in one powerful digital platform. You can see here the main page of the app for each business, its own benefit. In that way, we're also going to improve the situation of the business. We're going to help the business with to extend the business opportunities to him. For example, if I'm going to the gym and after the gym I'm going to a coffee shop and I'm the loyalty customers of those businesses could do collaboration between them and create some loyalty program. It could be punch card, it could be a punch card, whatever. And I'm also MyBenefitz service and marketing platform for those businesses. And it's going to strengthen the relationship with the digital relationship with the loyalty customers communities. We are B2B, so we charge the businesses subscription for each month or fixed amount for each user. And our distinguish going to be in go-to-market. We are going to be very focused on a very specific segment that is defined by specific consumer behaviors, age, and location. And we're going to be the first in that segment. This is the market size. We're talking about $42 billion market loyalty programs, and company invest up to 2% of the sales and reward initiative. So this is me, and I was a software engineer before that in IBM Intel Dell EMC. I was a research bioinformatics, and now I'm building my team. I have a CTO candidate now, but in my last pitch, I was saying that I'm looking for a team member. And this is my pitch for 40 minutes because I have time. I also said that our vision is to be, we believe that the e-commerce world is going to be based on social customers. What is a social customers? Is a customer that his behavior will depend on which communities he belongs to. So his consumer behavior will depend on which community he belongs to. And in kind of way, loyalty customers is a social customers, and MyBenefit going to serve this community. So MyBenefit is going to play a major role in that world. We already entered to our segment. We build MVP and we launch it with payment client users, and we get new business opportunities. And this is my roadmap for the next 9 months. I'm going to build the next version of this project after I launch already the first version, and I'm going to expose to all the project to all segment users in Israel. Thank you very much for your listening.
That's great. Thank you, Merav. Brilliant.
I did it for 3 minutes. Actually, this was a pitch for 3 minutes, but maybe 4 I can have a lot more time.
Super quick. You know, that's a true elevator pitch. You can actually do that in an elevator at that time. So brilliant. What I'll do is I will again put out a poll to the audience just to see if that was clear for them or not. And again, guys, please do give Merav feedback. That's why we're here, so that we can, so that we can improve this pitch. It's a very difficult and nerve-wracking thing to do, but it's good to get that feedback. So the poll is launched. Please let us know. So in the meantime, Merav, tell us a bit more about the MVP. Tell us a bit more about your MVP. You know, where are you with it, and how are you doing?
I can show you. Maybe I have here a screen of the MVP. Here you can see the main page of the MVP. The MVP, of course, it's now in Hebrew. It was launched only was a very small pilot in Israel, but of course, in the next version, it's going to be in other language. You can see here the main page with tabs. Here you can do pass. You choose the benefits that you like. It was because in the pilot we just do it for a couple of business. We choose them in there was unique. Here is a notification that business can send notification to his loyalty customers communities. Here is your loyalty program, your specific. It should be several, not a lot. And here it's your history. it show you when you came to the business, how much points you have. So when I meant a point, I meant punch. If it's a punch card, so how much punch you left, how much money do you have in the charge card? If it's a loyalty program of points, so how many points you have and stuff like that.
Okay. We've got a question actually in
Yeah.
regards to your business model from one attendee saying, I understand the benefit for the consumer, but what is the value proposition for each individual business? What does the gym get in turn for paying you a fee? More profit?
Sorry, again, please.
Yeah, so it's, I understand, or the attendee says that I understand the benefit for the consumer, but what is the value proposition for the businesses? So what does the gym get in return for paying you a fee?
So, as I said here, we give a solution for the customers, the loyalty customers. But in that way, we will improve the business situation. He pay me money because I'm going to extend the business opportunity of this business. As I said before, he can do collaboration with other business and extend his loyalty customers communities. Could also, I will help him do marketing in a digital way. You know, I also actually strengthen the engagement of the loyalty customers community to this business, which is raising the money. So I'm giving a solution to the end user, but in that way I improve the business situation, and therefore he will pay me for that. This is the main idea here. And therefore I'm B2B. I didn't say that before. Maybe I said that, yes, pre-seed B2B. I didn't mention that, but in my presentation.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't mention that. I don't remember, but I should.
Yeah, definitely do.
Yeah.
Because it's always good to just, especially if you're going for investors, to really clearly set out your business model. In terms of the clarity of the pitch, according to our poll, which I'll just stop now, of the 12 that answered, 6 said that it was very clear, or that it was clear, and another 6 said that it was so-so. Again, so guys, if you are on the chat, please do give Merav some more feedback as to why the pitch was, to you, it was so-so in terms of clarity. That'd be really good to know. And yeah, sorry, just bear with me a second. And yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, guys, please do talk over the chat. Some more. If anyone else would like to pitch, now's the time to say it. I'll give it a minute, but I'll give it a minute if you are interested in doing that. But please do have that conversation over chat to give each other some well-needed advice. And we'll give it a minute. And in fact, while we're chatting on the chat, I'll do another poll of who won the pitch today between Merav and Ram. Just bear with me a second.
By the way, if there is people that are interested in that project, I'm now facing a lot of, I think of my on my go-to-market strategies that actually, because situation, need to do some adoption. So if you feel you have any idea, or you think that if you have any idea, so please connect to me. I will put my email and LinkedIn here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm actually just one question. I'm going to put the poll on now. Who you guys can vote as to which one was the best. So please do vote. But as one question we have had is, do you have any real customers using this right now, paying you money? And a second question, have you raised funds already, or is it something that you're currently looking for?
You asked me? Or,
yeah. I'm sorry, Merav. I'm asking you. Yeah. So we've had some questions in
first
from.
of all, yeah. So first of all, we did all this without investment, and even today I just checked what is the market potential, which is nice. It's good. I think what is only now difficult is the situation, the uncertain that I'm actually dealing with, but all the time it's changing. So yeah, I did it all without investment, and maybe I can go for without investment for a long time, because we charge the business from day one, and if we will extend all around Israel in that segment, we have enough money. We will have enough money, maybe. I want to answer Alex Bulk. Alex both said something. It's difficult to business for pay for something that doesn't have immediately. So actually, yes, you're right. But I had some. I did something that business pay for day one, not a lot of money. But for example, I just transfer them the plastic card, which costs them, I don't know, 1 shekel or €1, whatever, and it's something. So they pay me for day one something. Okay.
And just one more question that we've had is, how much time is estimated to launch the first production version?
Okay, first of all, I did the MVP when I worked a full-time position in software engineering in a company. So it's hard for me to estimate it, but it takes to me to build the MVP for maybe 2-3 months, maybe less, and then to launch it, it was immediately. Actually, we didn't have any bugs. We dealing with the bug. So if you're talking about that time, so yeah, something like 2-3 months, not more. With the QA, developing UX, UI, it was really little. You see, the MVP is very, very little, very small. Sorry, very small.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's how they're supposed to be, no? So you can change them as quickly as possible. Okay, so we to the poll of the best pitch tonight. Of the 8 people who voted, Merav got 5 votes and Ram got 3. So tonight we'll mention you, Merav. We'll mention your project in a future newsletter of StartupBlink. Guys, I will leave. So we'll end it there because no one else is going to pitch tonight. But what I will do is leave the chat open for another 5-10 minutes. Please connect with each other. Also, please do register for next week's webinar. I'll put the website onto the chat also. So please register for next week's. Come back again, and we'll see how things develop and pitches in the future. We might see Ram and Merav come back to try again at some point in the future. And also, please do register on the map and take a look at the startup ecosystem rankings that we launched about a month ago. It's a great opportunity to see where locations are ranked in terms of their ecosystem and the quality and strength of their ecosystem around the world. So please do check that out as well. Okay, guys. So I will put the website for the webinar to sign up next week onto the chat. And please, guys, feel free to connect. And we'll see you next week. We'll leave it up for another 5-10 minutes. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. 1 second, the slide I can.